What's up guys, Rhino here and welcome back to another one of my FIFA 20 Ultimate Team videos. Today is quite a big one actually because there's been some breaking news in the FIFA community in terms of an up and coming promo. We all thought we were going to get a brand new promo today, being Friday evening. Normally obviously Friday's the day for the new promotions, but we didn't get much today, to be honest, in terms of substance, but the stuff that we did get, I'll run through it anyway. But the biggest announcement was that Team of the Season starts next Friday, guys. It is only a week away. It seems to have just crept up incredibly quickly. For some reason this year, I just can't believe it's Team of the Season already. It's come around so fast. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the whole lockdown thing, I'm not sure, but it seems to have come around really quickly. I don't know what you guys think. And we do have, of course, like all previous years on Ultimate Team, we've got a vote for the community team of the season. So of course we're going to be starting with that one. And then I think like the week after they'll probably move on to like Premier League or something like that. That's usually the kind of format that they follow. It could be different this year because it's been rebranded as the team of the season so far this year. Obviously because the season's not quite finished. Despite this, they have said that there's not going to be another team of the season if the major leagues do end up finishing in like the weeks and months to come. They're not going to then do another team of the season after that. So it is literally just going to be this team of the season so far. So it's interesting they have kind of rebranded it as that. I'm not really sure if they really needed to. I guess they just thought just to save any sort of confusion. But it's probably made more confusion with a lot of people. But yeah, it's just going to be team of the season so far. I'll probably continue to call it team of the season, to be honest with you. It's always the way it's been. It's just a bit easier. Not as much of a tongue twister for sure. But before we do get into the main part of team of the season, let's have a look at some of the new objectives that have come out. There's not a lot, to be honest. There's honestly not a lot. There's literally like week 6 bronze. Everything else you can see I've done, so there's nothing else that's new. Obviously other than this one up here, which is the 5 gold rare La Liga players pack. So literally a pack that's got 5 rares from La Liga. Bit of a weird one. I think that's like a new pack. I can't say I've ever seen it before. To do it though, I mean, you have 3 days from when it came out. So you see it says for me now like 2 days, 20 hours. So it's 3 days when it first came out. You have to play 8 matches using 11 La Liga players in your starting squad. So you don't even need to win them. You just got to play the games. Score 8 outside of the box goals using La Liga players. Probably the hardest thing, maybe, I would say. I don't really score many goals from outside the box, to be honest. I don't shoot often outside the box. Like, I would try to work it as much as possible, but we'll obviously be forced into that a little bit. But of course, it's not in any particular game mode, so you could just jump into a squad battle game on beginner, quickly do that in one game. And then there's assist 10 goals with through balls using La Liga players. Again, you could literally do that. You could do those 2 objectives in one game in squad battles in beginner. It's just the playing 8 matches that's going to take the longest. I don't really know what I think necessarily about it, because obviously at the end of the day it's easy. Do you know what I mean? Like it's essentially 5 rare La Liga players for basically doing nothing. But at the same time, they've only released it for 3 days, and those 3 days are over the course of the FUT Champions Weekend League. Now, I get like people got a lot of time on their hands at the moment, but still, do you know what I mean? You don't really want to be having to do much more than just your 30 weekend league games over the course of a weekend, because it's a lot anyway, isn't it? So to put an extra 8 games on top, I think is pretty poor, to be honest with me. I'm not really sure that it's necessarily worth it. I would say just grind weekend league instead, although the rewards for that aren't that great recently, but I would say it's probably better to do that. Of course, I think you could probably keep hold of this pack. Whether or not it's worth is another thing. I mean, obviously, team of the season, we don't know which teams are going to be coming. The La Liga one could literally be about a month away, in all honesty. So I wouldn't personally save it. You could if you're very, very patient, but I wouldn't see the point. It's an untradeable one as well, so not that great either. But that's literally all they've done for objectives. And then in terms of SBCs, there's 2 new ones. There's a brand new player, there's a flashback Miranda, going back to his title-winning season with Atletico Madrid. It's actually quite a nice card, to be honest. I can't really complain about this particular SBC. I think it's a decent one. The only thing I would say is that it's going to cost you about 140k. And with Team of the Season, obviously, we know it's coming now. I would rather save my coins, if I'm honest. Like, unless he had like 86 pace and like 95 defending, 95 physical, 83, 84 passing, like really like ridiculous stats, then I might consider it. He actually does, he could slot into my particular team perfectly in replace of Varane, but for me it's just one of those things, like when you know that Team of the Season's coming, why sink your coins? Because chances are there's going to be something that comes out that is pretty much of the same level, or maybe even better, that you can just buy off the market, it's tradable, and then you're not sinking your coins into an untradable SBC that you're not going to then get back. So I would probably steer clear unless you've got loads and loads of coins. It's an 84 rated squad with a Brazilian and then an 85 rated squad, 75 chemistry and 80 chemistry on that one. So yeah, like I said, about 140k. It's pretty reasonable, to be fair, but I just think given the current circumstances, I probably would steer clear. And then there's also a Premier League challenge, which gets us a new pack as well. It's a Gold Premier League booster, again untradable, shock. This one, it has a pack with 10 Premier League players, 4 of them rare, but it does say open now or save for later. So I think that's sort of like a hint at, Premier League Team of the Season is on the way. So I would imagine, like all other years, it's going to be the first squad they release. So basically 2 weeks today, I would say, is going to be the Premier League Team of the Season. If you want to wait that long, go for it. But for me personally, I just don't see the point. Like, they try to big it up because it's a Premier League one, but there's no reason to say that you're not going to pack like a load of 77 rated players. You could literally get 4 77 rated Premier League players. Just because it's this pack doesn't mean that you're going to get like Team of the Season Mane, Team of the Season like Van Dijk or whoever gets in. So I wouldn't bother saving it. Just to obviously know you've got 2 days to do that one, so make sure you do get it done pretty quick. Again, another thing I want to say about this as well, I personally think the requirements on this are poor. I think it's very disappointing, to be honest with me. They're so out of touch, it's unreal. I mean, so this one, 2 English players, minimum of 3 clubs. You need 11 rares, right? 11 rares, and it has to be all gold. 75 chemistry. There's no rating requirement, but of course it's going to be minimum 75 because you need 11 golds, right? But straight away when they say to you, right, we want 2 English players. So majority of English players playing the Premier League that are going to be rare. You got a few exceptions, but for example, like Sancho, you're not going to stick a Sancho into this SBC, are you? He's way too high rated. So you're stuck to the Premier League, unless maybe you wanted to go for you could go 2 separate English and then go for something else. But most people are going to go Premier League. It's the easiest way to do it. So if you do that, you're going to essentially submit maybe 11. I mean, in my situation, I've got 8, and I've got 3 players from different leagues just because I didn't actually have any players for those positions to put in, but I probably would have put them in if I had them. You're going to be looking at 11 rare Premier League players to then get a pack that has 4 rare Premier League players. I mean, it just doesn't make sense, and it's not like it's repeatable. It's a one-time only SBC. What would have been a problem for EA to say, look, you just need a gold team, just like non-rare gold, 75 rated, anything you want. Maybe put like a little bit of a chemistry requirement on it, maybe keep it like 75 chemistry, but just as a one-off SBC, and yeah, you get a pack that's 4 rare Premier League golds in it. There's no danger. Like, it's a one-off SBC, so people can't grind it and do it over and over again and kind of like almost take the mick out of it. They can't abuse it. And it just seems bad, because I just think like it's realistically going to be at least 2 weeks till the Premier League Team of the Season comes. Most people aren't going to save their pack till then, so there's just absolutely zero danger with giving it like such better requirements than that. But I mean, of course, for the purpose of the video, I'm going to do it, but I wouldn't recommend it, if I'm honest. I wouldn't recommend submitting these cards for what you're going to get. I just don't think it's worth it. I really don't. I think like even for people that are that do hold on until Team of the Seasons are in packs, chances are you're not going to get one. Let's be honest. But Gold Premier League booster pack, we've got that. I will open it now because, like I said, I'm not going to hold on. 2 weeks is too long. But that is it. I'll quickly open it and then we'll have a look at the team of the season vote as well. So let's see. It's not even like it's 12 players and 10 of the Premier League. It is just literally 10 players in the pack. We do get at least a board, which I suppose is nice, but not a walkout. Argentinian. That's going to be Otamendi, isn't it? So we get an 83 rated Otamendi, so that's not great. Maybe, yeah. So you'd have to say, for what has been submitted to get that back, bad choice. Considering it's untradeable as well. Like, he makes it just so much worse. So much worse. Mata I probably can't even sell. There we go. So they're just absolutely pointless. I wouldn't recommend doing that if I'm honest, guys. But yeah, I mean, obviously, I was saying a bit of a hypocrite because I've done it myself. But obviously, I'm just doing it for the content, really. But hey ho. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it on the game at the moment. Like I said, not much really got released. But of course, there is this vote, and I'll bring it up on the screen for you guys right now. Have I got this up? I think, yeah, you can see it, can't you? I'm pretty sure you can see it. Right. Okay, excuse that. Right. So, first and foremost is, we'll just do the quick little, I guess like an introduction. Team of the season so far, so this is on EA's website. Interesting that it's not in blue, because a lot of people seem to think it'll obviously be like a blue coloured sort of theme, like Team of the Season always is, but it's more like a black sort of like dark blue. Anyway, so I'm not sure if this is going to really be like overly interesting. Of course, we got the vote, which we will carry out in a second on tabs out there, but we'll quickly go through this anyway. So what is Team of the Season so far? I'm only going to read it just because obviously it's a little bit different to previous years, just to save any confusion for some people who are a little bit unsure. Yeah, it may be a little bit pointless, but whatever. Right, so Team of the Season is one of the most anticipated events in the FUT calendar. While both football and the world at large find themselves in unprecedented times, Team of the Season so far has a chance to celebrate the best players in each league so far this season. The same special high-rated Team of the Season item players look forward to at this time of year while we wait eagerly until football returns. When the suspended domestic leagues return, top performances and achievements in the remaining matches will be captured by Team of the Week, Man of the Match and more. There will not be any additional Team of the Season squads released following the conclusion of Team of the Season so far. So yeah, like I said, there's not going to be a second Team of the Season. It's just going to be Team of the Season so far, and then yeah, like I said, after that it's just going to be like informs and Man of the Matches and stuff. So you probably see content starts to die a little bit, I would have thought, because any of the cards that are getting released are just not going to be up to the level of like Team of the Season items. They're going to be well below the curve, which is disappointing. But I can't say I really expected anything different. So we'll share more in the coming weeks as we're just getting started, kicking off today with the launch of the voting for the community team of the season so far. So then they've got this bit talking about the community team of the season so far. Says this year's community team of the season so far will be decided by you, the fans, on FIFA community sites FUTWiz and FUTHead, which obviously I've got up here right now. You'll be able to vote from a shortlist featuring the top performances around the world of football that have received a maximum of one performance-based special item in FUT 20. So normally they aren't allowed to have had any kind of special cards, but it's a maximum of one this year. So that's something which I didn't even realise, to be fair, until reading that there. So that's quite interesting. From that shortlist, you'll be able to select 23 players with a maximum of 5 players from the same league, with at least 2 goalkeepers, at least 6 defenders, 6 midfielders, and 3 forwards, in your side. That's just what the criteria is. The 23 highest voting recipients adhering to these balancing criteria will be released during the course of the community team of the season so far. The community team of the season so far will be made available throughout the week starting April 24th at 6 PM UK. So that is a week today. Yeah, Friday, April 24th, 6 o'clock. That is when it will go live. It says like throughout the week, so presumably they're going to do like a squad and then maybe a few of the players like SBCs. Whether they're going to have like a full squad of 23 and then some extra, or maybe they might just go for like a squad of 18 and then the remaining 5 will be like SBCs and objectives. I'm not sure, but I'm sure we'll be updated about that as and when. There is this little asterisk here. I should kind of point this out to you guys as well. I don't really get this too much, but it's one of those weird things from EA. They said EA may make changes to the final 23 at its own discretion. So whether or not that just means they're basically just going to make it up themselves and our vote is pointless, I'm not sure. It could just be there simply for the fact that, the players that get voted for the most, they're probably like chance I'm not going to be able to put all them into a team because they'll have too many players from the same league. So they'll have like more than 5 players from the same league, or they'll have they won't have enough goalkeepers or stuff like that. So I think that's what that's there for. I hope that isn't a sort of like a sign of like, you know what, they don't really care what we vote for, and it's just there to build the hype so they can make money off FIFA points. But it wouldn't surprise me. So yeah, if you guys want to vote, like I'm going to do right now, you head to either foothead.com and they have their little link here, you team of season vote, or you can go to footwiz.com, and then again with theirs, if I get onto the main screen, I'm actually going to do it on Footwiz just because they've got some like rules on here, which I think it makes it a little bit clearer for people to understand. But yeah, you on the home page, you scroll down, yeah, and there's obviously this button right here, and it takes you to the voting section. So yeah, as you can see, like 2 goalkeepers, 6 defenders, 6 midfielders, 3 attackers. You can actually put some subs as well, which I didn't realise you could do that. That's interesting. So yeah, it says, how does it work? So create a squad of nominees based on who you think should be in the community team of the season so far. On the 19th of April at 6 PM UK time. So that'll be on Sunday. Yeah, Sunday. All of the votes will be counted and sent to EA, who will then create a team of the season based off of the votes from Footwiz as well as other sources. So yeah, Foothead. On this date, we will update this page showing the team our community has voted for. It says, what if I make more than one vote? So you can make as many votes as you like. However, the vote will only be counted from the last squad that you did. So say I was to vote right now and then I change my mind, it basically means that I could then come back like tomorrow and I could do it again, and that vote would basically replace the vote which I would do today. So that's essentially what it means. So it just means if you ever change your mind, you can just do it again. Where can I see my votes? Is after you save your squad, you can download an image of it or copy the share URL. If you're logged into the site, your saved vote will show below. Restrictions, you can only select the maximum of 5 players per league. If you want to replace a player, click them again, show the options. So I have no idea who's actually up for this. I don't know if it's just like random players or not, because it says like select your nominees. Okay, so we do get some sort of shortlist. But obviously, what you got to remember, guys, these are players who've only had like maximum 1 special card. So if there's players that you thought should have been on there that aren't, that might be the reason. Or maybe they might have just been harsh on the players that you like. But I'd be interested to know if there's any players that you think should have been on this list. Let me know in the comments below. Would be quite intrigued. Honestly, guys, I have no idea. It's probably going to cause some outrage. I feel like Courtois had a decent season from what I've seen. Like he's stepped up for Madrid in comparison to what he's done previously. So we'll put him in there. Be quite a good card for FIFA. And why not? Let's put Leno in. Let's have a Premier League goalkeeper in there as well. That'd be quite nice, right? So defenders. Oh, Joe Gomez has to go in there. That's absolutely criminal. If anybody don't put Joe Gomez, then that's an absolute disgrace. I think Chilwell as well, like for Leicester. Of course, we got to be careful actually. We only allowed like 5 players from the same league, so got to be careful actually what I do here. Interesting. PK, Godin, and Pepe. I heard a lot about them. See, even like Egan, like I'd like to put him in, but obviously we can't have too many Premier League players straight away. I'm going to put in Trippier because I think he's done well since he's moved abroad. You know, big challenge for him. He can go in there. What else do we go with? I guess from here I'm just going to go with players that I think would have quite decent cards. You know what, Diego Godin, he's a good centre back. Let's give him a last hurrah. Give him some credit. We'll put him in there, and then we'll go with PK. Why not? And then we will throw in. We'll go with Grimaldo. I feel like Grimaldo would be a decent player. I was thinking maybe Pepe, but Grimaldo will do, right? Midfield. Of course, like guys, if you want to put more thought into this and look into stats and stuff, then feel free. But honestly, I personally don't really care that much. I'm just going to vote for whatever. I would almost be tempted to go for like a Shamrock Rovers player just because of the bronze pack method and League SBC grind. Just give that a shout out. Busquets is someone who always gets into this. Like he's always a player. Like he plays well every year, but he never gets special cards. He just always makes this. He'll get one again probably because he'll be like 94 rated or something. So he'll just like sell packs. I've no idea why like Felipe Anderson's in there. Like seriously, I don't know what he's done this season. Like honestly, like, some of these are like actually quite baffling. To be fair, I think Jorginho, but then obviously we got to be careful, haven't we? I'd like to go with Thiago as well. I think Thiago would do well. Oh, Lucas Leiva, yes. What silvers have we got here? Can I get any interesting silver cards in that I know of? Or no, I don't know who any of them are. This is the problem. So it's just pointless. Like, it just means nothing to me. There's no kind of like attachment. I tell you what, let's get a Celtic player in there. Let's get McGregor. Be a good shout. What about a what about Bentancur? That would be quite a nice card. And then we'll end it with, I tell you what, let's actually I don't know, because it's not a Premier League player. I'm gonna come. Can I come back to this? Can I close that? Oh no, that's for that. Can I just like, I tell you what, I'll pick someone and then I'll replace them in a set. Let's just put like Casemiro. I feel like I might want to come back, but let's go to the attackers. So, ooh la la, right. Icardi, why not? Sikal, ooh, oh wow. So Eduard, 100%. I think Calvert-Lewin deserves one, but now I think we're at our quota for Premier League players. Let's go down here to the forwards, because I definitely didn't look at all of them. What have we got here? So Dembele. I think Nani would be a very interesting one. Let's get Nani involved. What about Milik? And let's go with Dembele. What else? I don't think Zaha's been that good this season, to be honest. I'm not sure why he's there. Like I think he's had a bit of a below par season for him. There's like Cruiser, Falcao, Bafétimbi, Gomes. Let's try and get like a different player in it. Maybe let's go with, so just goalkeepers are pointless, aren't they? Do you know what I mean? Like it's just a waste of time. Let's go with Pepe. And then let's go with Julian Brandt. And let's end it with, I want to go like Moutinho, but I don't think I can because I've used too many players from that league. Let's go with Valbuena for the good old days. Why not? So that's what I'm going to go for. Hopefully it lets me. Is it saving it? Your vote has been saved. We'll generate a URL where you can share your vote, or you can download the image and share it on social media with a hashtag. Create more votes if you wish. However, only the last vote you create will count towards your vote. There we go. So that, guys, is my vote for the community team of the season. Of course, if you guys want to get your votes in, it has to be done by 6 PM on Sunday night. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this particular video. If you did, then feel free to smash the like button, and obviously let me know in the comment section below if you agree or disagree with any of my votes, and any players that you think that should have been in this vote that aren't, that you're kind of like annoyed about, then let me know about that as well. Also, obviously the current content as well on FIFA. You know, let me know if you packed anybody good in that Premier League pack, or what you think about the Miranda SBC as well. I'd be interested to know your thoughts for that. But that is it for me, guys. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you later.